What up, everyone? This is my review for Halloween Ends. Spoiler review. So, if you haven't seen the movie, I recommend you don't watch my review until you have seen the movie. I have waited a day or two, just give people enough time to watch it and digest it. But my thoughts overall, I had a pretty good time watching it. I wasn't bored, it was an entertaining movie. But at the end, I was very disappointed, and this is one of those movies where kind of it genuinely pisses you off on how they treated Michael Myers. They treated Michael Myers like an afterthought in this movie. Him and Jamie Lee Curtis just felt like a side story. And if this is going to be the last movie of this trilogy, that really sucks. This trilogy started off really good. The first Halloween 2018 of this trilogy was really good. I really liked it. Halloween Kills, not the best, but you can still have some enjoyment. Michael Myers is actually in the movie, and I thought that movie ended. I thought Halloween Kills ended really good. I thought it set up this movie really good. And to get to the point fast, it just fucking really, it was just disappointing to see Michael for 5-10 minutes. It really felt like he was not in the movie enough. Him and Laurie didn't have a big enough confrontation. It literally felt like 2 minutes and it was over. I just wanted a bit more. The movie didn't have that Halloween atmosphere or vibe to it, which even the originals, some of them like 6 and 7 that aren't that watchable, at least they have that feel to it. This movie has no atmosphere to it whatsoever. As soon as I saw in the credits at the beginning, I don't know if you guys caught it, but it says, I forget the guy who plays Michael Myers, I forget his name, but it says his name and it says, instead of saying starring as Michael Myers, it says The Shape, which I know that he is known for that, but for some godforsaken reason, when I saw that, I thought, is someone else going to be playing Michael Myers? Because I don't recall ever seeing that in the credits in any other Halloween movie. I could be wrong. You can comment and let me know if I am. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, is there going to be another person that's going to try to be like Michael Myers? And that's when we lean into that plot line, which was watchable. The acting was good. The person that played Corey, I liked him. He did a good job. At the beginning, I was a bit worried, but he grew on me because the movie's 2 hours for some fucking reason. So you have a lot of time with these characters, and they do a good job. But, like I said in my other review, Corey dies at the end and he kills himself. I thought that was ridiculous. And what also would have been ridiculous is if he survived, Michael Myers died, and Corey becomes the new Michael Myers. I would have rathered that. I like that we didn't get a cliffhanger, setting up another Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis gets to live happy. I really like that. But I also would have really liked if they kept Corey as Michael Myers, killed off the other Michael Myers, and had Corey go into the new franchise, because we all know there's going to be a new Halloween at least 5 years from now. And the reason I say that is because at least the character development he went through in this movie would have been worth something. It was absolutely nothing by the end when he killed himself. If they leaned into more movies with him, then you can see his development. They could do it a bit different where, yeah, it's not as mysterious as Michael Myers, which kind of takes away the appeal because you don't know who Michael Myers is. But I rather them make another whole like show whatever, because they did do good character development and all that went to waste when he killed himself. I don't know why they fucking did that. It makes no sense. The reason he did it, in the movie kind of made sense, but it felt really, really, really forced and rushed. Um, the other thing I didn't like about it was it didn't feel like the ending to a trilogy. It just at some points it didn't even feel like a Halloween movie. I felt like I was watching something else. And there's way too many characters, side characters, I guess. Like David Gordon Green likes bringing them in at the beginning and then killing them off, and I get it, but like that this movie was not the movie to experiment. You should have done that in Halloween Kills. Could have been a different movie, and this needs to be the final battle, like you showed us in the fucking teaser trailers. There's nothing about this movie when you watch it that gets you amped up and you're like, yes, this is the finale. And at the end of the day, it sucks when you're. I'm a big Michael Myers fan. I've loved Halloween my whole life. I've loved horror movies my whole life. And I wanted to see if they could capitalize on it. And the movie didn't suck, but the overall ending kind of did suck. All they do is just bring him through town and throw him in a fucking compactor and gets his body chopped up. The way that Laurie kills him is kind of cool. They like drain all the blood out of his body, but like it's just how they went about it. That's all I gotta say. There is pauses, like I said. The acting was really good. When Michael Myers wasn't here, it was very entertaining. The dude that plays Michael Myers is fucking fantastic. I love him. The movie had good music. It had a good tone to it, but it wasn't a Halloween tone, if you know what I mean. It was just a really weird watch. Definitely a disappointment, and definitely a very hard movie to talk about without getting frustrated, because I know it's a simple premise, and I know Michael Myers isn't a huge deal to some people, but it is such a simple premise. It shouldn't have been that hard to capitalize. Like I said, you shouldn't have made Corey in this movie. Should have had him somewhere else, or you shouldn't have made him at all. It's very, very frustrating to say the least. If I watch this movie again, I might like it more, but my final rating, I give it a 6. The only reason I didn't give it a 5 was because I wasn't bored. I was pretty entertained the whole time. They kept me going, and I respect that they tried different things. It was cool to see, but for the 30th time, I can't stress this enough. This is not the movie to do it. You should have done it somewhere else and have the first act have Jamie Lee Curtis doing what she did in this movie, like the whole journalism thing. And the second act, we get to see what Michael's up to. And then the third act, they come together and they fight each other. But here they fight each other for 5 minutes, and it really feels like a waste of a fucking movie. Like you wait and you wait and you wait for the fucking all this build up, which is decent, and then you get to the end and then it's just like that's it? Really? Like hour and 40 minutes goes to build up, fucking 10 minutes goes to the fucking fight scene at the end, and then 10 minutes goes to credits, and there is your 2 hours. So overall, very disappointing. Tonight I'm going to be watching Deadstream, and then my review of that will be up tomorrow if you guys want to check it out. And then after that, I'm probably done with horror movies for a bit. I've been watching horror movies like every day of the fucking week this week. So I'm gonna cheer myself up with some Black Adam Gotham Knights. So that's gonna be fun. Thank you everyone for watching the review.